Hey guys, Dami here. Thank you for following along this journey with me. Your comments and reactions to the initial project review video, um, they were all very encouraging and helpful. Thanks so much. A special shout out to Skimmer. I believe that is the name, Skimmer, for all your insightful feedbacks and comments. So much helpful. I acknowledge them all. So quickly, I want to just show you what we are going to be launching with. Um, I feel comfortable that at this point, the project has reached a stage where we can start getting value from it immediately, and then we can always improve on it. Suggest features or things that you think we can add to improve your workflow, basically. So I will start off from where we what we have already looked at in the project reveal video, which is the scratchpad. You're already aware of all of these, so I'm going to just skip them, go to the scratchpad. So I showed in the other video that we now have a way of running code against a code base, but now there is now the option of running against the remote server. So this communicates with the server over SSH. So that means you have to set up your SSH private key and the remote SSH project path. And yeah, so when you have that set up, then you run the same code and it's run against your production database. So for example, we have I have this on the so you can see this is against the remote server, but then if I run such local, it is going to be a different record entirely. Okay, and then now we have GitHub issues. So the idea here is that fresh day, a new day in the morning, you log into you start off your day. You may want to just go over the issues you have, and then this will make me now talk about a new feature that we now have called Focus Pad. So Focus Pad, this icon here at the top, Focus Pad is my idea of having a handful of tasks that you are focused on at the moment. So for example, it's like a to-do list, but then not like you're planning like a milestone thing or some long-term thing, just what you want to focus on now, which I found to be very helpful. It helps me to like zone in and not be pulled, towards many things at the same time. So when if you open your focus pad, so usually I have it. So this is my focus pad right now. So usually I have it open on my other screen, right? And like the bottom right corner. But I'll keep it here for so that let me just put it here so that we can follow along together. So say for example I want to add a new one of the issues on my GitHub repo to my focus pad. So I can click on this add to focus pad button. So when I click it, it's going to ask me if I want to check out the branch for that issue and add it to the focus pad. So what it's going to do is it's going to ensure that the Git index is clean, so we don't have any staged or a dirty work stage. Then if that is true, it's going to create a branch that is coined from the issued title and then add that to the focus pad. Yeah, so if I check that, it does that, and then you can see I have a new entry here. Yeah, So then I know this is what I need to work on now. Like this is what I'm focusing on this morning, for example. So that has helped me to it helps me to keep myself like scoped and really like zone in. And then when I'm done and I maybe check it out from and then again I should point out that you can see here that this is the branch name generated. So this they currently check that branch will always be displayed here, and in this case it is the one that is just generated for this new um, item in my to-do list. And of course you can add things and edit things on your focus pad. You don't need to depend only on what is here, so you can add some new thing. So and yeah, so that is how that auto branch generation and checkout works. Um, and then if I check any of the items on the to-do list and it is linked to any of the issue, it's going to ask me if I want to close the related GitHub issue. So in this case, it is going to connect to GitHub and close this particular um, um, issue. So I'm not going to be doing that right now. So you get the idea. So I can use shortcuts to close that command Control Option T, or you can just click on this icon to toggle it. Well, I'm just going to drag it to the other screen for now. So this brings me to another new feature that you may have seen the button at the top right corner here, import external. So these are this is one of the use cases for the or what really adds more value to the focus part, because now I can work on other projects other than my DDEV project. So in my case, that may be my DevDB, which maybe you may know me for. So in this case, it is DevDB, my open source project. So you can see it has now less features in terms of the tabs available. So you can see I have the overview tab, the terminal tab, and the GitHub tab. Yeah. So the idea is that we want to be able. So sometimes you have a project that spans across. That is not a monorepo. It is your DDEV project in its own project folder, and some other project. So, for example, this IDVAT project is a Laravel project web frontend for a Java mobile application that is a project on its own separately. So I can add that as an external project here, and then I can coordinate working with them on my focus pad. So yeah. So in my case, I can work on my DevDB project right here, so I can add stuff to the focus pad through here too. So I'm really excited about that. And then finally, the logs tab. So that's the last tab. So the logs tab really just parses the monologue for monologue logs that are logged in your application. So it currently works for Laravel applications. So I would love to know how you will like other frameworks would prefer this to be, because I know for certainty that Symfony and I think Cake PHP and some other frameworks also use Monologue for logging as the login library or login implementation. So yeah, so that is gonna definitely gonna be added. But then I would love to hear your feedback on what you think, how login should be handled in other frameworks, or if we should, or what we should look at with respect to logging or debugging, knowing that we already have Xdebug here for all the supported project types. So yeah, of course, then the good thing again about that I love about the login here is that we can also view our remote logs. Yeah, so when I switch to remote again using the same SSH connection that I described the other time when we were looking at Scratchpad, remote Scratchpad, and you see I have a number of info entries here, and I can really click on any one of them. Hopefully I don't um, yeah, I don't expose what I'm not supposed to be exposing, but you get the idea. So for example, this is one of the errors. I can look at the stack trace, and really just a good and a very quick way to get insight into what is going on in production, the everyday stuff. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys. Let me know what you think. We are going to be going live with this soon, and I can tell you definitely you are going to love this. I've been daily driving it for this long. This is why I'm not like rushing to put this out there yet, because I want to find value in it for myself first. I want this to be something that I find useful, that I want to um, incorporate in my daily flow. So yeah, which I have. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I want you to um, uh, give it a spin. When it launches, try it out, give your feedback. Let me know what are the things that you think can be added to like improve your workflow, which is like essentially the whole idea behind this project. So thank you and see you.